Summertime is finally here and I am so excited, y'all. The cicadas are here, but we're not gonna talk about that because it is already scary enough that we are over halfway through 2021. It feels like yesterday we were just turning the page like on to January 1st of 2021 and now we're here. I wanted to talk to you about that. The fact that we are over halfway here. When we first started our plans back in January, we may have been in different planners than we are now, which means that you would have been in your planner for over 190 days. And if you started over new with an academic, today's video still applies to you. Today, we are going to be talking all about how to plan through the seasons. And I mean that literally and figuratively. It's all about using the changing seasons to get more out of your planner. I'll talk about how this subtle shift in my mentality and some real changes in design can spark some creativity to help you fall back in love with your planner, if that relationship with your planner was getting a little stale. Hey y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur. I am your best friend and your go-to gal when it comes to all things planning, productivity, and how to use the resources that you have to plan today for a better tomorrow. Like I said, in today's video, we're going to be talking about using the changing of seasons to change up our planners a little bit. But before we dive into today's video, let me know in the comments down below who else is feeling a little bit tired of their planner and could use a little bit of a summer refresh. Okay, so fun fact about me, I think about the seasons a lot. I love how the weather shifts and our routines and habits shift with that. The days get shorter and colder, so we spend more time inside. And then they get longer and warmer, so we spend more time outside. Unless you live in Texas or Florida, then anything's up in the air. The bottom line is something that I say all the time is that our planners are a reflection of our lives. And in the same way that we feel the need to put away our winter coats at the end of the winter or do a spring cleaning, how do we prep our planners for a change in season? What does spring cleaning in your planner look like? So what does a summer refresh even mean? Don't worry, I'm gonna take you through it. We're gonna walk through this together, but I go ahead and start with the outside of the planner and then work my way in. I'll admit it, y'all, I buy my planner more for the layout, the guts of the planner than the actual design of the planner. But the awesome thing is with the planners that I've chosen, I get a little bit of the best of both worlds. That being said, having a beautifully designed planner and a well-made planner is the best feeling in the world, at least to me. When I'm looking to do a facelift in a new season, I start first with the design. In my Erin Condren planner, for example, the first thing that I'll do is I'll swap out the cover for a fresh and fun summery cover. I try to stay consistent with my theme throughout. So on the inside, when I do actually use stickers or washi, you better believe that it is going to be summer themed. There are 1,000,001 decorative ways that you can give your planner a summer facelift, from changing out the covers to the stickers to the pens that you're using. You can change your handwriting or the script, or like I said, even the colors of your pens. But y'all know me, while a decorative component of our planners are important, this summer refresh is not all going to be decorative. It's going to be how we can make our planner more functional for the summer. One of the things and the big takeaway that I want you to take away from this video is I want to encourage you to think about how you plan, to be open to change. Now, my summer may not look the same as everyone else's, but I know that during the summer, I'm gonna be spending more time away from my desk, more time on vacations, and generally my plans are more spontaneous. If you have kids that are out of school, maybe you have more responsibilities than before, or less. But the point is, summer is most always a change from the normal 9 months of the year. So I'll give you the 3 shifts that I'm making to my planning style this summer. Shift number 1 that I'm gonna be making is doing more memory keeping than I am forward planning. Now don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be using my planner as an overview of my week during the summer. But like I said, on the weeks that I'm taking vacations, on the time that I'm away from my desk and just living and not so worried about being tied to my planner, I am going to do more memory keeping during those weeks. I think sometimes we hear the word memory keeping and we kind of turn our brains off because we have this one idea of what memory keeping should look like. It's super decorative spreads with photos and washi and all of these decorative elements. And so I want to dispel that for you here right now. Yes, you can add photos. Yes, you can add all of those things, but memory keeping can also just be writing out a summary of your day. It can be writing what you had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the movie that you watched with your family at the end of the day. The reason that I'm going to move forward to this is, 1, I want to stay consistent in my planning. I still want to be using my planner every single day, even if I'm not using my planner to, like I said, forward plan. And number 2, I want to remember the fun that I've had this summer. Don't get me wrong, I love adding photos. I love adding all of those decorative elements, but I also just want to be okay with living in the moment. And so I think being able to snap a quick photo that I can then add into my planner or add into something else later and use my planner as a way to just document what we did and where we went, things that we're loving right now, things that we're listening to, is such an easy way to go ahead and do that. Again, the point of a memory planner is to use it more as a reflection than more of what you're doing in the week. It's something that you can do on a day-by-day basis, which is what I'm gonna do so I can keep up with my consistency, or you can come back at the end of the week and just jot down some notes from the week. If you do wanna go ahead and add photos to your planner, the tool that I recommend is the Canon Ivory Mini Printer. I love pictures. This is not anything new, and so I have talked about my Canon Ivory Mini Printer many a times. It's an easy way to snap a photo, add it into your planner, and if you want some pro tips, like maybe you're not a family who takes a lot of photos or you don't like a lot of photos yourself, sometimes I will even just take screenshots of news articles that relate to things that are happening into the world, or text messages that I found were funny, or memes, or whatever it will be. You know, memory keeping doesn't just have to be smiling pictures of you and your family if you don't want it to be. The second recommendation that I have is to take full advantage of the notes pages in your planner. No matter what planner brand you have, there will be notes pages somewhere, whether it's at the back, the front, in the middle, or wherever. Regardless, your notes pages are an empty canvas to help you get more out of your planner. I dedicate my summer notes pages focused on summer things. So for example, my fiance and I really love exploring cities that we're in, and especially doing free activities. And those things are kind of cropping up all the time, whether it's farmers markets or different fairs to go to. So I have a notes page dedicated to tracking upcoming local events. Another idea that you can do is you can go ahead and create a notes page focused on your summer goals and create a habit tracker with accountability tools. If you love to read and you're gonna be able to get some more summer reading in by going to the beach or just hanging out or having more free time, go ahead and take advantage of your notes pages to track that and to help keep you accountable. You also should be reevaluating your goals for the summer because our season of life is just shifting anyway. So go ahead and feel free to use your notes pages to help you journal and figure out how you want to shift your goals for this next upcoming quarter. Another fun idea that, you know, I just gotta say is you can also create a summer bucket list. This is something that you can do with your family to, again, help them get involved in your planning process, but then also have something that you guys have all created together, and then house it in your planner and keep track of it. And the number 3 thing that I would suggest is to think about what an ideal week during the summer looks like. Listen, this ideal week is an activity that we have talked here on my channel about before, and it's quite frankly an activity that I think that you should be doing constantly throughout the year, but the summer is kind of a natural point to start thinking about that ideal week and thinking about how that's going to influence how you plan going forward. If you've never heard about what I'm talking about, I'm gonna break this down super quick for you. You're gonna wanna take an empty sheet of notebook or printer paper and sketch a column or box for each day of the week, and then think about what your ideal week looks like. First, write in your non-negotiable schedule and appointments, whether that's working or regular weekly commitments. This is not where you are going ahead and writing, I have a doctor's appointment on July 14th at 1 p.m. This is more just what your weekly schedule looks like. So those non-negotiable appointments and meetings are things like work schedules, school schedules, or extracurricular activities, whatever those may be. Then you're gonna add things that you really like doing during the week. Maybe it's working on a goal you have, a workout, cooking, a hobby. For me, it's Bachelor Mondays. And then you're gonna wanna make sure to include any routines or other responsibilities that you have to keep your household running. So hopefully after this, you should have some chunks of blank space. I like to call this white space in your planning. And if you don't have white space, try to think about how maybe you could incorporate more white space into your week. Honestly, the white space is kind of that magic space in our week when it comes to our plans. And then what I want you to do is what I do is I sit down every single week. I pull out this template when I am creating my plans for the week. And so then after you have this template, what I want you to do and what I do is I refer to it as I plan out my week. So I already have a rough outline of my week. But again, this is gonna be an ideal week for the summer, which means that I'm gonna put less obligations on there. I'm not gonna be as strict on myself with some of my habits or my routines because I'm traveling. Also, I just want to like relax by the beach and be able to join that and feel okay about that. So those are the major things that I'm going to go ahead and do to give my planner a summer refresh. I think that these are all realistic things that I can incorporate that are going to help just set me up to be in a really good space as we go into summer and that as we go into really enjoying these summer months. Hopefully, at least one of those suggestions helps you get more out of your planner this summer, even if I couldn't convince you to do a full summer facelift of your planner. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like changing how you plan during the seasons, let me know in the comments down below how you summarize your planner. And if you're taking a fun vacation or you just have something you're excited about this summer, let me know in the comments down below. I'm all about hearing about what y'all are up to. All right, y'all, now that is all that I have for you today. I hope that you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I hope that you decide to stick around by hitting that red subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday, and as always, y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur, and I'll see y'all next time.